Hello. Never mind how my hair is looking. I'm going out for a fancy do, and I thought if I curl my hair and spray it, and then in like half an hour or so, sort of comb it through. So just ignore that. I'm doing my makeup, and I don't know, having a bit of a chat, I guess, because no one's in the house. So I chat to myself. I cannot believe the mood that I am in today. I have had such a terrible week, and it's been one of those weeks where it's been everything that's been bad, every single little thing. But that is always my case. When it's bad, it's bad. When it's, when I'm down for the count. And what's amazing is nothing too extreme has happened to change where I am now. I have just had a really lovely conversation with my dad. My dad came round for a brew and he brought bacon butties, which was lovely, which is something that we don't often do, and I really enjoyed that. He's going watching my nephew Oscar do a fighting match tonight. If he wins this, he will win a title for one of the top 10 fighters in the UK. My God, I mean, he's in the big leagues now. He's up there, isn't it? Terrifying. And I guess when life is really bad, I just need to remind myself that things do pass, and that is so much easier saying it now that things have passed, or at least starting to. You okay, Kiwi boy? But it does. A lot of things just need time to heal. One thing that has really surprised me is how upset I've been with my body. I was working on my fitness, and I'm at the point where I feel like my body has failed me, which is really disappointing. It looks so different on camera. I feel like I'm just going to do this. But do you know what? This could just be a setback. It doesn't need to be something that... At this minute in time, I don't know that my body is going to be like this forever. So why worry? I need to rest. I need to recover as best I can. And I can recover from this. I know that I can at least recover. Whether I'll get further in my fitness than I am now, I'm not sure. But I need time. I just need time. It's really difficult to deal with these stresses without the aid of fitness releases like I'm usually used to. I feel like climbing has really helped me get through quite a few things, and then recently running. It's a different way that you deal with stress, and it's not necessarily going for a run because I'm stressed. It's going for a run today then gives you the tools to help deal with stressful things in the future. Could be tomorrow, it could be next week. I've just become a different person for it, and I'm just really gutted that it's not going the way that I wanted it to. But you know what? I'm right at the beginning of this plan, or this story, or this avenue that I might be taking. I might be at the end. I say I'm at the beginning. This might be the end of it, which means I will actually be on a completely different path soon, which is really weird to think about, isn't it? Could be doing something completely different that I've never even thought of. But either way, whatever is going to happen needs to happen with the pressure of time, with the comfort of time. Just the passing of time is going to... Do you know what? It's going to happen no matter what I do. Whether I enjoy it or not, it's going to happen, isn't it? Does that look silly? I've just tried to tightline my eyes, but I've got individual false lashes on, so it's sort of stuck in between them. I don't think they actually look very nice. I wonder if I can comb them out when they're a little bit more stuck on. My hair looks crazy. It just looks dry and crispy. Stop touching it, I'm letting it sit. I think I just needed a bit of a word with myself that there is no pressure. There's no pressure to move from what I'm doing now. I do want to move on from that. That's what the pressure is. The pressure is coming from me. But whether it is justified, I don't think it is. And let's say that I end up taking a year out of my life to work on whatever I want to work on myself, or career opportunities, hobbies, anything. Would that be a waste of my year? Absolutely not. Would it be a waste of my year if I find myself in the exact same place as I am now? I don't know about that, because do you know what, weirdly enough, that is where I am now. I'm in the almost exact same place as I was last year in terms of events that have happened. That is really, really bizarre to think about. In fact, no, I'm not. I've learned loads this year. I've dealt with a lot this year. In one aspect, I am in the same place. That doesn't mean all aspects, does it? You know what? If nothing else, I have read a bloody lot of books this year. So there's always that. I don't think I'm gonna beat my book goal. I don't think I'm gonna beat my reading stats this year. So last year I read 116 books, and maybe I'll make it to 100 this year, maybe not. Which reminds me, I feel like, what is it, 15th of November? I've still not started my Lauren and the Books book club. I have finished my own book club book. That was We Have Always Lived in the Castle. But as for my reading project book, this month it will be, November. I think it's The Tempest. And that's where I'm reading a Shakespeare play. Where I'm reading a Shakespeare play, and that's where I'm reading a play. Why can't I say this correctly? And that is where I will read one Shakespeare play each month. Good Lord, what is wrong? Something that I really tried to focus on this year is going a little bit deeper with my reading. I do just like to read for the sake of reading, because it is a really relaxing hobby and I really enjoy it. But when I deep dive into books, or we research them loads for book club, we delve deeper into them, I get a lot out of that situation and I really enjoy it. So this year I've tried to just jot more things down as I've been reading these Shakespeare books. Excuse me. So I've been jotting down a few things roughly about the plot, because all these plays, well, not all of them. I know Romeo and Juliet and I know Hamlet, but a lot of the plays, the plot is pretty new to me, which has been a delightful surprise most of the time. All of the time, yeah. All of the time it has been a delightful surprise. So I've been trying to write down a few things about the plot. I've been trying to write down a few just historical things that might have cropped up when I've been either looking at TikToks or Googling, or just likewise. Then if the mood strikes me, writing down a couple of quotes that I really like. I'm just gonna open the window because it's boiling. That's why I look so red. I don't even look this red in my mirrors, but I do want to hear. Keepy boy? I don't know whether to go with this. this shimmer is really, really, really strong. And it's hard to only put a little bit on. So, what if I do this? And then maybe... Oh, hope I don't bloody mess it up. You know what, I probably shouldn't be doing it in my iPad mirror, because then I am going to look silly. Yeah, maybe that looks a bit silly. The lighting has just gone terrible quite suddenly. Maybe I need bathroom lighting. You know what I have learnt this year? I bloody love children's books about a certain subject. In this example, it's Shakespeare. I bloody love the kids' books explaining a lot about them, explaining, you know, so I got one out earlier this week, and it was breaking down Shakespeare, fact or fiction, myth busting, that kind of stuff, and they are so fun. I don't know whether there is adult versions of this book, and I don't actually think they would be half as fun. I've really been enjoying reading the kids' ones this year. I've been really enjoying reading the layout, the children's versions of the plays too, just so I have a good grip of what's actually going on, because I can read the plays and I think I get a good understanding, but I want a deep understanding. I've never studied Shakespeare at college or university or anything. We did Romeo and Juliet when we were in year... was it about year 9 or so? So I'm not... It's not absolutely foreign to me, but that was... oh my god, how long ago was that now? Over 15 years ago. Was that about 17 years ago? It was a long time ago. It was too long to count. That's how long ago it was. I picked up a couple of the Shakespeare one, the children's Shakespeare one, sorry, just to make sure that I've got a good grip of what is actually going on. And they have been a delightful surprise. Really, really fun to read, especially the ones that take the play and make their own story, but include bits of the play, and they teach the play through this new story, or they're mimicking the story in certain ways. Australian children's books do that really, really well, and I only realised they were Australian because I was listening to a couple of the audiobook versions and they were Australian, so I looked into it, and it tends to be Australian authors writing fantastic Australian children's fiction. Okay, now for the true test, because you have to check in all the mirrors. Does that look okay? And now you gotta check the bathroom. Why do I look so pink on there? Oh, my hair looks horrendous in here. Oh, it looks very bumpy. I don't have to go yet, so... well, I don't want you to look at it in this room, actually. I want you to look at it over here where it looks nicest. I think, actually, I just want to sit and read my children's Shakespeare books now. Maybe I need to run Keith out before we go. Keithy boy? What are you doing now on my coat? What are you doing? Are you stinking? Are you gonna miss me tonight? Hey? Cheeky boy. That was a little bit rambly and probably very, very weird to listen to, but maybe it's something that I want to listen to again in a year's time. Probably not, because I don't think I've actually said anything worth listening to. I think I just keep trying to reassure myself that, number one, I need time to figure out some of these problems. Number two, time is going to pass whether I want it to or not. And number 3, to try and be okay with it. I wonder where I will be in a year's time. I wonder how many books I would have read. Oh my god, I wonder how many 5-star books I would have read. I'm very generous with my ratings, but if I really, truly, thoroughly enjoy it, then I'm going to give it 5 stars. I know a lot that's probably quite taboo online, and it might make me quite crap at giving recommendations. I don't think that makes me rubbish giving recommendations, because I know if they're tailored towards you or not. If I really wholeheartedly enjoy it, then I'm going to give it full marks. Because that's the way we like it, isn't it, Kiwi? You know what I didn't see coming a year ago, when I was very, very, very upset after walking out of my job and having, I don't know, a crisis. I didn't see me joining a run club, and tonight I'm going to an awards evening, and it's a really big celebration because the club has now been going for 40 years. It actually started off as some of the men that would attend the local football club, as in watch the football. They wanted to all team up to do the local marathon. I'm in Bolton, so at the time that was a really, really big marathon, as in big, well known. But it started off as a little run club for the football fans to training together, and now here we are. It's a really cool club and going to the awards night, so that's quite interesting. I've injured my knee recently, and I've injured it a few times in the last few months, so I have had quite a bit of time out of run club, but nonetheless I'm really looking forward to it, and the people there are absolutely lovely. I wonder what it will look like next year. I'm talking like I'm planning a really big move or anything else, and I'm not. I'm just, I can't stay in this headspace next year because it's making me not very well. So some things will improve, and I know it's not going to be very linear, but some days I feel like I'm getting better at it, and I guess some days I don't, but hopefully the days I'm getting better at it are increasing. Well, that's all for now. Maybe I'll include some event things.
Lift going down.
Kiwi. Kiwi. Kiwi boy.